Do you remember Velma? Remember this show? It's been a while since we've talked about it because there really hasn't been much to say. But I will remind you, if you've forgotten, that it is a show about Scooby Doo characters with no Scooby Doo, and they're all older now. So they've also changed a lot of the characters around. As you can see, Velma looks nothing like Velma. And people don't like it. As you can see, from the likes to dislikes, you've got 300,000 to 36,000 likes. 300,000 downvotes is pretty bad. That's a really awful ratio. I think this show is going to be really bad. And we're going to find out really soon because the show comes out Thursday, January 12th at 3:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This show is going to be a disaster. I almost kind of can't wait for it because it'll be fun to laugh at it. We actually have a little bit of a synopsis that's come out that I want to share with you. Here's what's making the rounds on social media right now. The plot synopsis for HBO Max's new Velma animated series starring Mindy Kaling is certainly something. And here's what's being shared. At Crystal Cove High School, Daphne is a popular mean girl orphan who deals drugs because of a dark family secret. Her boyfriend, Fred, personifies mediocre white richness. His mansion holds a dark secret, and he has a teeny little privates, a subject of much conversation. Shaggy has become Norville, a school newspaper striver friend-zoned by his beloved Velma. He worries he's a beta male. Remember that lame humor concept from 20 years ago? Everybody is laughing at this. Everybody in these comments are laughing at it. And we'll come back to that. This actually is this is not an official synopsis for the show. It actually comes from this. This is a review from Entertainment Weekly, and they are not fans of the show. Velma review, a promising reinvention is wasted on lame jokes and bad meta. They skewer it. Skewer the show. Rip on it hard. And call it a piece of shit. Everybody that looked at this and saw the trailer for it knew it was going to be a piece of shit. Surprising nobody, it turned out to be a piece of shit. I went to Rotten Tomatoes because I was curious if there's anything there. There's not enough scores yet to calculate anything, but we do have 3 to go off of that are on here. Entertainment Weekly's is not on there. We have 3 right here. So there's going to be 10 episodes. Oh, God. The 10 episodes of this. If they're 30 minutes long, if they're not long, I might do reviews on this. So here's what we've got. 2 fresh, 1 bad one. Of course, IGN Movies loved it. Velma is an often funny take on the classic Scooby Doo series with plenty of risque humor. But it's unfortunate that most of what makes Velma funny is completely unrelated to the character who gets a starring role. Let's just read the bad one. While Velma certainly suffers in comparison to HBO Max's Harley Quinn, the series' problems are entirely its own, perhaps the biggest one being a failure of tone and balance, as there's too much jammed into the series and no clear focus. Anybody surprised that this is getting eaten up? I thought it would probably get better reviews because it's woke as hell. I mean, in the first thing you see for the show, that trailer that I brought up here, the reason that it gets skewered is because they attacked the fan base right away. That was your first impression in this trailer as a fan. You got attacked immediately. Instantly attacked. Called a troll and trash and all of that. And that's probably not the best first impression for an audience that you're trying to capture. You're taking established characters, twisting them and shitting on them and expecting the fans to love it. So you attack them. And that's where we're at. But this is probably the best little snippet to share And there's a reason that this is going viral like it is, and that's because, well, it's fulfilling expectations. The show is shit. Of course the show is shit. Jesus wept that it's weapons grade shit. Why can't people come up with original ideas? Why does this have to have ties to the Mystery Game? Because it's the only way they can get people to watch it. That's really the main reason. It's the only way they can get people to watch it. Not a self-insertion with all of her insecurities and bigotry at all. Yeah, this woman took Velma, a show that already had established stuff, and inserted herself into the character. That's what this show is. That's what the show was always going to be. And now, like you're seeing it, of course it was going to be a woke fest. 100%. You know what was really funny about this show is in a different Scooby Doo movie that was making headlines. I forget the name of it, but I think it's just this one. I don't know the name of it, but I did a video on it. So if you search Scooby Doo on my channel, you'll find it. In the new movie or show or whatever it was that was on HBO Max, they revealed that Velma was gay. And then instantly they announced this show a week later and revealed that Velma has a crush on Fred. Revealing like nobody talks. So like that caused a big uproar, and I think they came out and said something, but they can't change it. The show's already been animated. So I mean, a lot of this has probably been animated for a while, so they can't change anything. I just think it's funny. This show is going to be a huge collapse. Like, Warner is going to lose money off of this. No one's going to really watch it. It's probably going to get skewered by critics. I mean, this is one really rips it up. I'm surprised that Entertainment Weekly put this out. But they call it shit. Ruh-roh, grade C. Yikes. So, I mean, that's where we're at with this pile of shit. I'm looking at these two. Here's the Hollywood Reporter. Scooby Doo's prequel is too snarky for its own good. It's a prequel? Just look at this. Why aren't these up on Rotten Tomatoes? Are we going to have remember that Seth Rogen Santa Claus show that never got a score on Rotten Tomatoes, which was pretty funny? So, not a lot of reviews out there, but there's at least the Hollywood Reporter one. This one's not even showing up on Rotten Tomatoes yet. But the Hollywood Reporter doesn't like it either. Apparently. They don't like it either. Good. I'm glad that this show was such a shitty idea. No one wanted or asked for this show, like a lot of the stuff that Hollywood puts out. But if you want a super woke show, looks like this is the show for you. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed to that notification bell. Check out my Rumbles and my Locals. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.